Hey guys, Elias here, and today in this video I'm going to be playing a bit of Pokemon TCGO, or Pokemon Trading Card Game online, and I'm also going to do a very small channel update. So, for those of you that have seen, I've been doing a bit of Guild Wars 2 content recently. The last couple of videos I did, apart from the music videos, were of course the collaborations with GS Man and I'm Smart, or Gaming with GS, that's the name of his channel. One of his channels that does a lot of Guild Wars 2 content. I'm very happy with those. The microphone quality wasn't super, but I'm very happy about doing those with that sort of video with him. I really enjoyed doing them. We had a good chat. Got some, it's nice to be able to speak to someone or talk to someone about things you find interesting, especially when it, it pertains to a game that you are really into. Now, the problem is that I did mention in another video that I actually now have a job. The hours are quite long, and of course, for those of you who didn't know, or for those of you that have heard of already, I am actually currently sharing this PC I'm using with a friend of mine. So it's actually his PC, and he's letting me use it every now and again, just to play Pokemon Trading Card Game online, or Guild Wars 2, or some Paragon. The problem with this is that, I feel like I'm pushing him away a bit if I say to him, well, I want to play Guild Wars 2 for a couple of hours, and I can't exactly let him sit there and watch me play Guild Wars 2 for a couple of hours. So, unfortunately, I've not really been able to play much Guild Wars 2. Now, I've had a long chat with my friend, and he basically said, look, if you want to play Guild Wars 2, then tell me and I'll find something else to do. It doesn't bother me. But the truth of the matter is, after I get in from work, I've not got much spare time to actually play Guild Wars 2. And the last thing you want to do, or the last thing I expect my friend to do once we get in from work, because of course we work in the same place and we do the same hours, the last thing I want my friend to do is to have to go out and find something else to do while I'm sat there playing Guild Wars 2. So usually when we get in from work, we decide on something that we can both do together, like watch Star Trek, or watch some YouTube videos or stuff, things like that. So this again goes back to the issue that I've not been playing much Guild Wars 2. I've literally been logging on each day just to do my dailies, and that's about it. Or not even my dailies, just to log in and get my login reward, and then basically logging out. The only thing I do have time to do at the moment is play Pokemon Trading Card Game online, which, the games can be very short. I log on, I do a couple, I do my daily on Pokemon on the game, and that's about it. And then we both watch Star Trek or do something else. So, at the moment, Guild Wars 2 content is going to be a bit... There isn't going to be much Guild Wars 2 content, if I'm quite honest. So, I'm thinking that I may do a series, or just some playthroughs, just some basic gameplay of Pokemon Trading Card Game online. For those of you who don't know, I am actually a huge Pokemon fan. I've loved Pokemon since I was a kid, and I didn't actually realize this game existed until Boogie2988 on YouTube actually started playing it, and I thought, well, maybe I could give it a go, because why not? I've collected Pokemon trading cards all my life, and it would be nice to get back into them really, because I sort of stopped collecting them around when X and Y came out. So I think the last set, or the last few Pokemon I actually got were Gen 4 or Gen 5. But I'm really enjoying the game. I've actually learned how to play, because one of the funny things was that I collected Pokemon trading cards, but I didn't know how to play the game, and I'm actually very surprised and happy to find out that it's actually extremely simple. So, that's just a quick channel update on pretty much, that's just a quick channel update for what's going to go on. You know, the only time I can really make videos is during the weekend, which is not fantastic if I'm honest. And again, because you know my friend and I both have exactly the same time off, which includes weekends. You know, it's not fair to make him sit there and watch me play Guild Wars 2 for 3 hours while I try and make a video. So Guild Wars 2 content is sort of coming to a bit of a halt at the moment, even though I didn't do much content. I may do some more if like Gaming with GS says, oh, you know, there's a new patch coming out, do you want to talk about it? Yeah, sure, why not? But up until then, I'm not really going to be doing much Guild Wars 2 content. I'm going to be focusing more on very short games, or perhaps even free games. Free games that, yeah. Free games that you can play just on and off. You know, not something you have to put hours and hours and hours and hours into, like, oh, hello. Like Guild Wars 2. So, that's it for the channel update. I know I rattled on again there, like I usually do for a while, but let's get into some Pokemon TCGO. Right, so this is what I call my Mega Gyarados deck. It is basically based around, as you can see here, Mega Gyarados EX, all sorts of Gyarados stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty insane deck. I have 2 Gyarados EX in here, I have Mega Gyarados EX, I have 3 or 4 other Gyarados, and then I have some supporting Pokemon like Lapras, Articuno, Greninja, and Suicune. Now the stupid thing is, water dailies are something I rarely ever get, so I'm still only level 1 with this deck, despite it being my most, well, the deck I've won with the most, to be honest. At one point I was having a 100% win streak with this deck. Basically every time I played it, the enemy would either concede or just get absolutely destroyed. However, recently I've been facing much more difficult people. I've been facing much more difficult people. In regards to this deck. Just yesterday I had a person with 3 Alakazam EX and Mega Alakazam EX, which are actually a lot more overpowered than I first expected. Much more overpowered than I first expected. Which is pretty damn insane, to be honest. You know, putting damage... Oh, Keldeo EX. So that's another Pokemon I actually have in this deck. Another EX. So, yeah. I wasn't expecting Alakazam EX and Mega Alakazam EX to be that good. I then went up against a guy who basically wanted to make me lose by drawing my whole deck. And, yeah. And he ended up with... He ended up with Mega Gardevoir EX, another Mega X, yeah, and it was pretty stupid. Pretty damn stupid. So now out of about the 32 or 33 times I've played this deck, I have actually... Oh wow, there's the Gyarados Spirit Link. What a surprise. So out of the many times that I have actually played this deck, I had like I said earlier, I had a pretty much 100% win streak. But now I've played it about 35 times-ish, and I've lost 10 or so of those games. So it's still a very good deck, but it can lose. So I'm going to pretty much stop talking now, and I'm going to let this game play out and to see who wins. I may pick up some, I may do some commentary every now and again, but, this video is more about the channel update, but I'm not going to cut off a match halfway through just because I'm not going to, you know, do half a match worth of video. And to be honest, I've pretty much nearly won this anyway. Of course, the typical Pokemon Center lady. The dugong. Wow, the lag I just got. That's quite bad. Alright, so this match is pretty much over now. Yeah, there's no way he can actually kill me. Yeah, and they lose. Or they concede. Right, so that's going to be the end of this video. If you want more Guild Wars 2 content, then I'll try and find a way to make that happen. Now that I'm working, I'm going to try and get my personal computer from France sent over to Holland, you know, the Netherlands where I currently live. I am going to be moving house at the end of this week. Which, yeah, so I'm going to try and get my computer, trying to get my computer over as soon as possible. I'll try and do some more Guild Wars 2 content. I'll see if I can't do any more collaborations with Gaming with GS. Other than that, I'm probably going to be doing some just some simple, you know, commentary over some Pokemon trading card game online matches. If you want to add me as a friend, I'm you know, I'm the same Eleiyas everywhere. It's Eleiyas, Eleiyas. So that pretty much sums up this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope you come and watch the next video.